Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Fazcast Podcast. I am your host, ShamenRabbit. I'm joined with my co-host, Shadow Fazcat.
Heya.
And we are also joined once again with Power.
Hello, I was here last time.
Yeah, this is the second time.
I'm creating a game called Deathbound. You should go check it out. Link in the description.
Yeah. The link will be in the description for his YouTube channel and his Gainesville page for Bound. And do you want me to link your website as well?
Oh hell yeah, do that.
All right. Yeah, I can also do that.
Just
but yeah.
put them in. Put my Twitter, put my Gainesville, put my YouTube channel.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe not
Settle
all
down.
that.
Settle
My
down.
credit card information.
Settle down. And for this episode, we're gonna be doing FNaF hot takes. Basically, we're just gonna be.
That's what we're doing.
Oh my god.
Yep.
We had this whole conversation about this. We are going to be talking about just our opinions on certain things within the FNaF, like the actual games, like Security Breach, and really put our feelings about certain topics out there. And my opinions are going to be very choice. I'm just going to say that. A lot of people will probably disagree with my opinions, but that's what a hot take really is. It's what you are very adamant in and all that. So yeah, let's get started. Do you guys have any opinions on FNaF, like the games itself, like where the lore's going, anything like that?
Well, I mean, everyone's obviously going to have their
Like, which one are you talking about? Like, are we going to start from FNaF
anything,
1
anything
and
that's
move
within the
on to,
FNaF
like,
umbrella.
Security Breach? Okay, here's one problem that I have with FNaF 1. Like, I like the style at some points, but at other points I do not like it. It's the low resolution. Like, in FNaF 1 and, like, sister location and all that, at least in FNaF 1, the pixels of the screen are very obvious when you have a high-resolution monitor. I wish they would do, like, an update, like, Click Team or something like that will go through the games, update them to, like, 4K or something like that. It's, like, an HD version.
Well, that's
like,
kind of asking a lot.
Yeah,
or at least
especially
how,
if
like,
older
someone
games
make a
are
mod.
built in 2014. It makes, like, it would be understandable if you're
Or
asking
have
them
someone
to...
make, like, a mod you can put into the game.
I mean, there's probably
something like
people that's
that.
done remasters of the original game to make it, fit
Yeah,
the
but, like,
resolutions
I
and
want
all
the
that.
original game in, like, 4K, like,
Okay,
60
yeah.
frames or something like that, but, like, understand that's asking for a lot because it was made in 2014. It would be hard
We
to...
get it, you're picky.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that kind of goes into my issue from earlier where I was recording a video of FNaF 1 and I closed the window to end the recording and it screwed up my entire display window. It was
Wait, did your
basically a bunch of
recording
scan
save?
lines. It looked ugly. It looked awful. I could barely navigate through my window. It was terrible.
No, do not put that. I swear, do not put that in the video.
I'm putting that in the
actually-
video.
No. I'll release your arm reveal.
Do it.
Okay.
People
I'm
already
serious,
know.
don't put that in the video.
My feet pic's already out there, so I mean, our arm won't be too much different.
I'm actually serious. Do not put that in the video.
Fine.
Yes.
Fucking cunt.
Whoa! I was recording that. I was recording that.
Okay, then.
Never meet your heroes. Yeah, I know what they say. Never meet your heroes.
Man, people when they see me in YouTube videos,
Excuses.
Shut up! I'm trying to talk. When they see me in YouTube videos, they think, oh, this guy is really funny and kind of cool. And then they
Never
listen to
meet
me in the
your heroes.
podcast and they realize how much of a piece of shit I am.
Yeah.
And yet somehow I still have friends.
Some days I question how I have friends, but here we are.
You're
Someday I'm
different.
wishing I'll meet Qualdnell Pringle.
Okay, anyways, let's get back to the topic because we were already getting
Yeah,
off topic
don't
and we're
call
only
me the
like
C
2
word
minutes
again.
into the podcast.
Got that, bucko?
So another hot take that, like,
Let's
me
talk about how
personally,
you called me the C word. Let's talk about that.
I mean, that's gonna
Or
be
we could
bleeped out.
not.
So,
I'm gonna run these AXE games under a virus scan real quick.
can we
Go
please
ahead,
talk
there shouldn't
about
be any
the
in it.
actual podcast, please?
5 viruses detected.
I don't buy that.
Okay, I didn't even do it yet. Okay, anyway, let's continue the podcast.
So a hot take I have with the series in general is how unfairly hated Security Breach is. Like,
Okay,
sure, it has its
Security
issues.
Breach
It's
wasn't
very...
that bad. Security Breach wasn't that bad. It was
Yeah,
just
it's not.
there's a few things it would have been changed that make it even better. Like, there was described content. Like, I feel like the game would have been way better if they just delayed it one more time.
Okay, what I think happened was the reason why the game is so weird
broken.
and messed up is because the story got changed midway through development, and they had to scramble.
They said this somewhere. They made a post about this somewhere. There was like everyone was questioning about like a certain ending that was scrapped with the game, and they said it wouldn't have been in time. It wouldn't have been released in time, and this ending would involve like a new burn trap ending and all that. It was supposed to be the canon ending, I believe.
I think
If
I
I
heard
read
something
this
about
post.
that.
Yeah, it was supposed, but they didn't have time to finish it, so they just removed all the files from it or something like that. Except for a few like animations that are left over. There was like a burn trap like death animation, like a weird Vanny jump scare animation. That was like the one in the trailer, which was like whispering in her face, kind of like that. That animation. Supposedly there was like a ton of animations for the characters left over, so everyone was assuming like most of the characters are gonna come back to this ending and complete like you have to verse all of them again when they're all broken and destroyed.
That would have been interesting.
Yeah, I would have loved to see that. Like kind of the new pictures like we got for the thumbnails and like all that. It was like a new shaders update that were coming out.
Oh no, it's
In
not an
that
update.
update-
It's just Steel Wool being terrible and
Well,
wanting to market their game.
At least for the like the Steam page where they updated like or like the banner and everything, like a shattered Freddy. I want them to at least like instead of the comic book things, I want them to at least add animated cutscenes.
Everyone wants animated cutscenes, and that's probably one of the things that they added in last second because they knew they wouldn't have the time to animate the things. But
Yeah, there
I'm
was
not
like full on
looking- hold
textures
on.
and everything.
I'm not
like,
looking into the bad
Shattered
stuff.
Freddy.
I don't want to look into the bad stuff because I want to say why
Okay.
I think Security Breach is insanely underrated. This is the first free roam FNaF game. Like,
Right.
sure, we had Help Wanted that was like semi-free roam with like, you know, the
There were some
Pizza
parts where there
Party
was room.
mini game.
Like there was the pizza and then there was like the corn maze.
the corn
But
maze,
I
yeah, that was
hated the
another one.
I hated the locomotion on that one.
But,
It
like,
made me really dizzy at some parts.
Security Breach felt more open world, you know.
There was
Right.
supposed to
because
be
it
a VR.
was open world.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
supposed to be a VR mode for it, but
Yeah, I saw that. I
um,
saw there was supposed to be.
yeah,
there was
the
actually
animations wouldn't work. It would have been too like
nauseating.
nauseous. Yeah,
Yeah. It was from the Steel Wool interview, right?
yeah, it was. With,
I
like,
actually haven't watched the full interview.
yeah.
I plan on.
I
doing
watched
probably
it
later
all,
today.
and it actually revealed a lot. And they plan on adding like a possible like actually should I tell you this, Shaman? If
Go
you haven't
ahead.
seen it all, there's two things that they're focusing on. They
Oh,
want to make official FNaF multiplayer, and also make games that take place in like the 1970s.
Oh, the Origin one! I saw that!
Yeah, the
I saw that!
I want that so bad. That'd be so
Everyone
cool.
does. Everyone wants
Like-
a Fredbear's game. So
Can I say one thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
If they do continue the FNaF storyline like this, I would rather have them to make like short games that will take maybe a year to make, even shorter. I don't want them to like every 2 years release a big massive game. I'd rather have them release like something that takes maybe a few months, maybe even a year, and it's like a 5-hour
However,
experience.
I would agree with you, but I believe Unreal Engine games are much more difficult to pull off.
I do create games in Unreal Engine 5, and it takes a while. I'll say that,
But
especially
hey,
getting a ton of models.
what
in.
allowed
The
the older FNaF games to come out so quickly was all Scott had to do was copy over the game files and just
make
replace
renders.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's all
He
had to
basically
do.
I think what he did was he made simple renders, and he made the models, made renders and all of them, and then made perspective wise screening, which basically giving it like the 3D look where like
Yeah, the
it looks
perspective
round.
effect. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
what
the
you're talking about.
perspective effect as the setting for it, at least on mobile. And he also had to like make custom animations, and those are just transparent GIFs, not GIFs, but like transparent animations you can simply add and had a trigger
Yeah.
effect when certain events happen. That animation plays. So all he really needed was Blender, which I don't think he used Blender.
He used something. It's like C4 something, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he used
Autodesk. I think it was Autodesk.
Autodesk. Yeah, I don't
It
know.
was
if he
Autodesk
used-
or AutoCAD. I don't remember.
But he basically just made renders and just copied them into the 2D game.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a
that's
3D
how.
game in a 2D software, kind
Yeah.
of like Scratch.
Right.
I mean, a lot of Scratch games aren't
Well, I
made
think
in
that's really
3D.
impressive. First of all, that's really impressive. They just managed to get like these 3D looks in a 2D software.
Well, I mean, he's done that for years, Scott. He's done that for years.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
He did it with
Especially
Desolate
the
Hope
models
and
that-
several of his older
Yeah,
Christian
I was
games.
about to bring up Desolate Hope. I feel like the models in Desolate Hope are incredible.
Oh, the
There's a
game
lot of
itself
detail.
looks beautiful, but it's
I
not my
haven't
type of
got
game.
my hand. I might go like make a video or something of like me playing Desolate Hope because I haven't heard anything about it. I haven't read the description. Like I don't know what's it about.
I'm just not much of a fan of RPG games. That's why I haven't played Desolate Hope.
Isn't Desolate Hope the one RPG from Scott?
It
Yes.
was like you.
Yeah,
plays like a
that
computer
game's
game.
pretty fun. I've actually played through it and I've gotten through about half the game. It's
Oh
very challenging.
yeah, I heard it's very
I will
difficult.
say-
It's a bit.
It takes a lot of nighttime grinding, which once you actually see gameplay and stuff, you'll understand what I'm saying.
Oh wait,
don't
can I
grind in
ask you guys
games.
something? Can I ask you something? Back to the security breach topic. How many hours do you guys have on security breach? Just out of curiosity.
Probably 40
None,
something.
I don't own Security Breach.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Give me a second.
You
I
said
will.
40 something.
You guys keep talking.
Yeah.
I'll open up Steam and look.
I want to see if I have the most because out of like most people that I know, I have like the most hours.
I got 47 hours.
I got 52.6.
Okay, so we're pretty close.
Yeah,
I
that's
have a game with more hours than that in it, but it is not a FNaF game.
I think that's the most hours I have on a game. Let me check.
I'm pretty sure it's the same
Um,
thing for me, but I'm not gonna check.
I'm checking right now. I don't have that many games, so it's easy to check. I have one that has 25 hours on it. That's Rec Room. But yeah, Security Breach is the most play. That's what I don't like. Okay, I'm pretty sure. You know the bending game that's coming out. That
Dark
game's gonna
Revival.
have like, yeah, that's gonna have at least 10 hours of gameplay. It's been in development for 4 years, and I'm pretty sure it's supposed to have like 10 hours.
Power.
What?
You're getting your hopes up.
Yeah, I'm not expecting.
Yeah.
It's been in development for 4 years.
You're getting your hopes up. I'm sorry, but you. Are
You really are.
I'm calling it now. The game's gonna be really disappointing. Everyone's gonna complain about it, and there's gonna be tons of controversy about it. I'm
Okay.
calling it now.
I'm trusting
Yeah.
myself. Like I was really disappointed in Security Breach. Like I was expecting so much. Like after like the teasers we got, I'm like, oh, what if this happens? It'll be so cool. And then when we got it, I was extremely disappointed at how many bugs.
I
and
wasn't
the lack of
disappointed
game-
whatsoever, which is why my hot take is, Security Breach is insanely underrated. I had nothing but
Yeah.
fun playing that game, with the exception of a couple scenes. One being the stupid Showtime disc.
Oh, the Showtime.
Oh.
The Showtime
I
disc
remember
sucks
getting that part. That
ass.
was
I
so
hate it.
annoying.
I
There was
hate the
one thing-
Showtime disc.
There was one thing that made the game a lot more fun when I played it. The bugs. I gotta say that made the game 10 times.
That's most of my after game play. Well,
Like-
that's probably what took up most of my extra
Did I ever tell you
game
guys
time.
My first gameplay of it. I spawned in like 30 Monties somehow.
Wait, you got Gigamonties?
I got Gigamonties.
Yeah.
No, my first time playing through the game, I got those. I have a picture of it on my phone. that
Oh,
can
I
send you
made a
guys.
sun farm. I got like,
I never multiplied sun.
huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna try to find the picture of the Monties I took, and I sent it to my sister. I'm like, look what happened. I'm gonna send you guys it. You can put it on the.
Shaman.
Yeah.
If you want to.
You remember when I was playing through the daycare and I got Frozen Moon?
Oh my God! Yes.
There was a glitch where sun can jump scare you.
Yeah, if you
As-
flash him,
Yeah.
Cameron. Yeah, I know.
Right.
It's like
When I
bald
was
sun.
doing my first Security Breach playthrough, which I still haven't even completed, but for some reason when I was going through the daycare, Moon froze as soon as it became night and just did not move from one spot. So as long as I steered clear of the middle of the playground,
He
I
probably.
didn't have any problems.
I think.
Oh, there was
he
one.
just got stuck on something because that was a
There
very
was-
common thing, and they actually removed some chairs because he kept getting stuck on them.
There was one.
Really?
There was something. Okay, Shaman, I just sent you the image. If you want to put it on screen for them. What happened?
I'm not
when I
going
first-
to, but.
But one thing that so I got soft locked in one place. what happened to me is that what happened? The way you have to get like the Chica's like key in order to get to the major size from her room.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I went there. You know when you collect it, this like the moon comes right after you.
Mm-hmm.
I collected it and then I immediately left, not knowing the lights were gonna turn off. So every time I booted up the game again to continue, I immediately get jump scared by a moon.
That sucks.
So I basically had to redo the
That's
entire
great.
file. So I had to go back to that
That's
point.
great.
Well,
Luckily, I
can
found a
beat the
cheat
game.
to skip like 2 hours.
Well, here's the thing. I can beat the
found it.
game within like an hour or so now.
I beat the game in 4 minutes.
Huh?
I beat the game in 4 minutes.
Oh, before the patch.
Yeah, before it was the first version of the game where there's like a ton
Oh,
of
did you know
deloads and all
you
that.
can actually beat Security Breach in less than a minute?
Yeah, it's possible.
Do you know how?
I've seen it somewhere. I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention fully. It was
Basically,
like 8 at night.
what you have to do is you have to leave Gregory's area or something like that, fall
Yeah.
into the void. But if you beat Princess Quest or even died within Princess Quest in Vanity's room, that is a checkpoint. So whenever you fall into the void, it will teleport you to your last checkpoint. Therefore, it'll teleport you into Vanity's room, which is where
then
one
you
of
can
the endings are.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw that somewhere.
Yeah, Astral Spiff made a video on it.
Oh, that probably explains it then.
Yeah, that's how I found out about
There.
the Sun Farm, which I fucking love. Then I got rid of it. I got so sad. I'm telling you, I love the Sun Farm so much.
You love the Sun form?
Sun Farm. Yeah, I like the Sun Farm, guys.
The Sun wasn't the best character. Is this just gonna be a video of us just going on a rant about Security Breach?
Yeah, well,
Because
It sounds like
I
it.
want to do
because-
one.
I don't want to talk about FNaF
before.
VR.
I want to do one more quick thing before we switch topics. There needs to be Eclipse. Eclipse needs to be in the DLC.
What do you mean by that?
Eclipse.
Eclipse?
Sun and Moon combined. It's like this orangish red character. It's within the Balloon Boy mini game. It's like the very end of it.
Oh, wait, one sec. I'll be right back.
I don't know of any of the mini games because I haven't gotten to the point of being able to play any of them.
Just look it up later. It's a really freaking cool looking character, and I really would love to see him in that form later, like in the DLC. That'd be really cool. And everyone else agrees with me, so that's not really a hot take or whatever. But yeah, I just think that'd be really neat. He was gonna talk about something FNAF VR related, but I guess I can talk about a different hot take. Wait, do you have any hot takes, Alex? Or yeah.
With Security Breach, no.
What? Well, we're kind of moving on from Security Breach. So anything else?
Well, sticking with the topic of the main games, with FNaF 4, I just straight up love that game. That's probably my favorite one to go back and play off and on.
Agreed. It's just,
Other than the custom night of Sister Location. And I know you definitely disagree because it is your least favorite game.
When did I say that? When I say custom night was my least favorite in Sister Location.
No. FNAF 4.
Oh, FNAF 4. I actually don't mind FNAF 4. I just hate it because how scary it is. That's the only reason why I don't like it.
That's why I love it. It's one of the few FNAF games that actually scares me. Because it's the only one with the timing down on everything. Because it's one of the few ones that still feels random.
Right.
And it's just a fun one to sit there and do like in the middle of the night with headphones on.
Oh, I have an amazing hot take here in just a second. So I don't know if you've seen Matt Pat's new game theory. Probably not.
I have not
But
watched it yet.
Essentially, it goes back to Help Wanted, and it says that FNAF actually never existed up until Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location. Because, or it was either Sister Location or FNAF 6. I'm pretty sure it's Sister Location, he said. But because it had something to do, like,
He says something about, well, the thumbnail says Golden Freddy doesn't exist.
Yeah, because, okay, you have Golden Freddy in every FNAF game up until Sister Location, right?
Yeah.
Like, sure, Sister Location Custom Night references him, but doesn't actually show Golden Freddy.
Right.
Golden Freddy's not.
Although technically FNAF 4 doesn't say Golden Freddy, it's Fredbear.
But it's still close.
Technically.
And hold up. Here's the thing. Fredbear is the Golden Freddy of the games, and in the Security Breach, we're going back to Security Breach. One of the posters you can collect has Fredbear on it, but he's not golden. He's brown. It's Freddy. So basically, what it's saying, any game that had Golden Freddy in it never happened. It was just stuff made up by the creator of the things, because in one of the Tales from the Pizzaplex books, Fazbear Entertainment forced this guy to create these games to make
so
light
that's
of this
referencing
stuff.
Back to Help Wanted.
Yes,
because in
like I
Help
said
Wanted,
earlier,
the opening scene, when you go through the opening credits, it says this indie developer has come up with a whole bunch of lies about our franchise.
Yes.
That actually makes sense.
Now here's my hot take.
In a weird way.
I wish it was Dream. I'd rather go back to Dream Theory. This just makes me mad. It's like, I know people are also mad about it, but it's also just a theory. But I hate how much it makes sense. I don't want to feel
I agree with that.
I don't want to feel like every FNAF game we played up until this location actually never happened. It was just a thing made up, because like they even say like these stuff, like some stuff probably could have happened, but it was different. Like the amount of kids died, the amount of kids that died was probably made up. Like he probably didn't even know. He probably just made it up. It could have been more, could have been less kids.
Right.
And there's no reference to an actual Golden Freddy in anything outside of
the first location. 4 games.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy. And
that makes sense, but I hate it.
There's something about illusion discs, and like how the twisted ones in the fourth closet used illusion discs and all that. It turns out all the Fazbear Entertainment used illusion discs on the indie developer to make him have his fake life to motivate him to make these games or whatever. I
could see that.
Well, they made him have a whole family that was essentially just staff bots, but they used the illusion disc to make it look like he had a wife and kids.
That would suck.
Yeah, and he found out because he had this headache for so long, and yeah, he realized like, oh, I'd rather live this lie, and hugs the wife, and ends up killing him, stabbing him in the back, I think.
Oh.
And I hate all of it. I hope this isn't where the lore is going, because if this is where the lore is going, I think it's just going to get to the point where I'm just no longer to watch game theory, and I'm no longer going to really care about the lore in general. I like the games the way they are, but when
I like the old lore.
Oh, and I also think that the crying child didn't exist, according to MatPat as well, which is a whole nother can of worms I don't want to open right now.
What?
Because it was FNAF 4, and that's why he never had a name. That's why we never found out the kid's name, because it was the guy made up by the developer.
Scott. If Scott was seriously having this in mind since the beginning,
I don't know whether to be happy. I don't know whether to congratulate him or hate him for it.
It's so smart, and it's a great way to like get people to think for so many years and be interested in it. But at the same time, it also makes him like, I despise him, because it's just like, man, that's just like how my last like 5 years down the drain theorizing about this thing and trying to come up with it, because it's just like, oh, they just didn't exist to begin with. It's like, what? It's stupid.
It is. It's all stupid. The FNAF 4 is getting too convoluted. I think people have been saying that since like FNAF 4. It's getting way too convoluted. Yeah, that's really all I can really say. It's getting way too fucking convoluted. They need to fix it like bad. They need to fix it bad. Okay, is Power ever gonna come back? Because like,
I don't know.
I'd like to end off this episode and have him be a part of it, but if he's just gonna disappear forever, oh well.
Well, that's his loss in the end.
Yeah, true. I mean, he did want to talk about something related to FNAF VR, but I mean, we kind of went over FNAF VR slightly. I'm trying to think. I don't want to go in the like entire game saying they're overrated, underrated, etc., or lore. I want to do like I want to go.
We'll
into detail.
probably do that in a different video.
Yeah, probably.
This was just our biggest tangents, so we don't have to go on them again.
Right. I mean, I guess I can say I think the books suck. The books are absolute dog shit.
After about the first 4, it gets slowly lower and lower quality.
Okay. Here's how it went for me when I first was reading the FNAF books, like when the first trilogy came out. First book, when it came out, I read like maybe 10 pages of it and got so bored I quit. And then the Twisted ones came out. I skipped the first book and read that. I read that whole book within like 2 days. I love that book.
Yeah.
And then the third one came out, and I read that within like the span of a week. And I actually kind of enjoyed that one too. But and then the next ones came out, the Fazbear Frights, and those were okay. And then they got worse and worse per episode.
What are we talking about?
Oh my God, you're back! Hey, Power!
We are talking about the books now.
Yeah, we're
What did I miss?
everything.
You missed it. You missed us talking about how FNAF 1 through 5 didn't actually exist, and now we're talking about the books.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that theory.
It's so dumb.
I don't. Okay, here's the thing. Can I say one thing about that?
Make it quick. We already went on this tangent for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of like having a complete game series and then have it all be fake. Because of one single event or like one single voice line to change the entire series.
Okay, this is entirely unrelated, but when I found out one of my favorite movie franchises actually never happened because it was like a whole time travel thing, made me so fucking mad. I haven't watched the movie franchise since. Like that made me so mad in the end.
Damn.
That reminds me of In Space with Markiplier.
In Space.
Oh my God, In Space with Markiplier is terrible. Honest. Okay, Heist with Markiplier.
No, don't say anything. Don't say anything about In Space with Markiplier.
I'm not spoiling it.
I still gotta play it.
I won't spoil it either, but there are 2 parts to it, so that you're aware.
A heist with Markiplier, S tier. But In Space,
I love that.
In Space
I love
is
Heist with Markiplier.
I'm not a fan of In Space at all.
I still haven't done a heist with Markiplier.
Oh,
You want to know something
so
about that?
good.
I actually played Heist on Markiplier in a hotel bedroom.
I did it at a school dance and abandoned all my friends.
You abandoned all your friends.
Hold on. It premiered, and I was supposed to be at a school dance, so I was sitting in the cafeteria, and I just opened up my school Chromebook and just started playing, watching In Space or a Heist with Markiplier, and I just abandoned my friends.
So wait, is a heist with Markiplier a choose your own adventure style?
Yes.
Wait, Alex, it's like Minecraft story mode. Alex, do you have Help Wanted by any chance on a flash drive?
No.
Yeah. No. Okay.
Want some mac and cheese?
Yes.
The Muffin Man!
I have it on like
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man!
Quiet.
No, all I have are the first 5.
Okay, that means I have it on Oculus. I can just extract it from the Oculus folder as a separate app.
Then do it.
Okay, Jesus, Mom.
You're the one who wants it.
Mom.
I'm telling you, I couldn't give any more craps than I'm already giving.
I'm trying to get FNAF for free. Stop hurting my feelings.
What feelings?
What feelings?
We're all just in a simulation. We don't have feelings.
You're hurting my feelings.
The main characters just, we're all just staff bots with, illusion discs, and someone out there is the actual main character.
You're gonna stab me later?
Sure.
Yes.
Well, I mean, if you're another staff
That's what
bot,
I'm
why
waiting
would I do
for.
that?
That's what I'm waiting for, baby.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm waiting for. Woo!
Alright. So I'm guessing this is the end of the video.
No.
What? It is?
No!
Okay, good. Because I
Well,
still
what
got a
else-
lot of
what
work.
else-
I was
Gonna
talking
talk
about the
about?
FNaF books, and he wanted to talk about something really nobody.
I need to say something.
Sure, go ahead. And then I'm going to talk about my books.
The books are good though.
I disagree.
Never mind.
The original trilogy, I mean. Not
Okay, the original trilogy, I
Fast
can
Fights.
agree, except for the first one. The first one was boring as hell.
Yeah, you're right. I like the fourth closet the best.
Twisted
Fourth
Ones is my
Closet?
favorite. Until the graphic novel ruined it for me.
I love the graphic. I haven't actually seen the original book.
The graphic
I'm not doing
ruined
the
it.
graphic novels. I'm not.
That's why I never
haven't
read
seen
the
the
graphic
original
novels, because it ruined my amazing imagination of it. Like, I had an imagination of the books, and when I read the graphic novel, it threw all that out the window, and I immediately just did not like the book anymore.
Yeah, I feel that.
Damn.
I have a
That
very creative
sucks.
mind. Now, what were you gonna say, Power? We got on another tangent.
I was gonna say something about I have no idea. Never mind. Continue.
Oh my goodness!
All this time waiting for you to come back and talk about what you were going to talk about, and you can't even remember.
No, I don't. Anyway, let's
This is
continue.
great.
What are we talking
So,
about?
on to the books.
Yes, the books.
Oh.
The Fazbear
Oh,
Frights one to be
oh.
specific. The first two were good. I got into the third one. It's where I started getting Silverized vibes, where I started getting bored and started
When?
skipping them.
When?
The third one,
Did I
1:35
ask?
a.m. And then after that, I just didn't read. Oh, except for Step Closer. I remember reading Step Closer, and I read the ending, and I wanted to die.
Ha.
Oh, I forgot you skipped straight to the ending.
No, I didn't.
Shaman, look what I'm about to send you in Discord.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez. It better not be porn.
This is what true power feels like. This is what true power feels like. Shadow, do you want me to send you what I'm talking about?
It's not even... Oh, God.
That's what true power feels like.
Nice.
This is what
Nice.
true power feels like.
Imagine pirating the games.
Shh, they're like $5. I don't want to waste the money. I already waste them on the mobile edition.
Okay.
You see,
I actually have
I have
like
all
3
games
different
in mobile.
versions of each of the games.
I even have Help 1 in mobile on my phone.
Yeah, I have Help One in mobile, and I played it for like 5 minutes.
I beat it.
Oh no!
I beat all the mobile games.
So we're talking about how we have multiple copies of something. I have multiple copies of the trilogy. I have 3 copies
oh
of each.
yeah, that's right.
I actually have
Oh,
4
you
copies
do?
of one of them. I don't remember
Let me
which
get
one it
all-
was.
I'm gonna get all my FNAF books.
I
Can
believe
all
it was the first one.
Wait, I'm gonna get all my FNAF books. Should I go grab them? I
Sure.
have every
Uh-oh.
single.
I mean, if
I
you're
have
gonna
every
show us,
single-
it's gonna be bad for listeners because they won't be able to even.
Yeah.
I won't be able to see it.
They're not. Gonna be able to see it.
Actually, come to think of it, I could work on making this podcast available on Spotify.
No.
You mother.
I said I could.
But you're not going to.
Oh well, do you have the legal rights to it? No. Anyway, continue.
Ah, wait a.
Did you do it again?
I was messing with my phone and I killed my head.
This is what you get for denying Spotify viewers of our content.
Oh, you mean like the two extra listeners we got?
By broadening the spectrum of availability, we will be able to collect more people.
That literally sounds like you're fucking bisexual, and it makes me want to hurt you.
What?
That sounds like the most fucking bisexual thing I've ever heard out of you. Just saying.
I am so very worried for you, Shaman.
Everyone's worried for me, especially right now. What the hell's happening in the world? Yeah, everyone should be concerned about me.
That scared me.
Oh yeah, Power has no idea what's going on. Yeah, that's right.
No, I accidentally clicked play on for 5 minutes of Freddy's 4 and everything broke.
Nuh-uh.
Not everything, just my screen went all weird.
Nuh-uh.
Are you sure these don't have viruses?
I don't fucking...
Yes, I'm
It's
sure.
probably because they're old Click Team games, like I said. Hey, I recommend you record a video and have FNaF 1 playing and then close it. I recommend you do that. I highly recommend you do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
You get to see
those-
pretty colors and shapes.
delete those files for now. I'm not messing with those.
Okay, outside of Help Wanted and
Booked Security Breach.
Security Breach, what games do you think are the most breakable?
Outside of what?
Outside of 8 and 9, which FNaF games do you think are the most breakable?
Ooh. The most buggiest?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm
Mine?
thinking.
Yeah, like
Mine's FNaF World.
How do you figure?
there was
Because,
bugs on there though.
well, that game's just easy to break.
No, FNaF 6 is the easiest to break. You know why?
Why?
By going into the game files or the saves and all that, using
Or app
ClickTeam-
data?
Yeah, app data. Yeah, going into the ClickTeam app data, you can end up going into negatives and instantly getting bankrupt.
Yeah, I've done that before. But if we're not talking about like actually like hacking, just the normal games in general, like just
I like
bugs and
hacking.
stuff
No, hacking's fun.
if we're just thinking like normal games in general, then probably FNAF 2.
FNaF 2.
The reason is there was a bug back in the day where the jump scares can be upside down.
What?
Really?
Yeah, at least the Foxy one. Here, I'll show you guys.
What?
There's a bug where you can like flip the Foxy jump scare so it's upside down.
I mean, in FNaF 1,
Yeah.
you can reset the jump scare just by flipping up and down the camera again, so...
Oh, I've done that to beat Knights before.
No,
Let me-
no, Alex, remember? We beat 420 together.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. We
It was
did
a
it in
bug.
both games 1 and 2.
I had it on camera, and then it was on my old computer, and I can't get to it because I forgot my password.
Because
wait,
because Shaman just kept flipping up and down the camera, it actually lagged the video out to where it went from 6 minutes to 25.
No, it didn't. Did it really?
Actually,
Yes,
I
it really
changed my
did.
answer. I changed my answer. The most buggiest is FNAF 1
Why?
because when the game first version released, there was really bad bugs that get jump scares. Like the jump scares, when you got jump scared, you can still flip up the cameras. So every time you flip it down, the jump scare would play over again.
I
We
think
just
you was
said
ignoring.
that.
Yeah, I think you were either ignoring
We
us or you're
just got
deaf.
through.
Oh,
We
I
were
was
just
trying
talking
to-
about that.
I was just trying to, I was just trying to find out. I was not listening.
Someone's behind.
Sorry, I'm trying to do something.
Oh,
Well, that's your fault, not ours.
Shh.
what are you doing, Power?
No.
Huh?
I'm on YouTube
What are you doing on YouTube, huh?
trying to find the upside down Foxy glitch.
You look
I saw it somewhere.
Among Us.
As you say that, I literally found a Sussy Among Us rap video on my YouTube.
That's great.
That's funny.
Oh, here's a hot take. FNAF memes are not funny.
Huh.
Despite what everyone believes, and for how many FNAF memes I've seen out there, they are not funny at all.
Yeah, they usually aren't very funny.
Oh, also, Alex.
Can you stop
You
saying
might-
my name?
Sorry,
not
sorry,
censoring
sorry.
this
Just
shit
wait,
out.
Oh. Just cut out this part.
I'm not
Shadow?
cutting. I said I'm not cutting
Well,
shit
just cut
out.
out this part. It's nothing to do with like with the topic.
I'm not cutting
But,
shit out. The only part I'm
might-
cutting out is the beginning. That's it.
You might want to cut out a few parts.
I'm gonna copy
But
myself.
you might want to double check those files because I just deleted a file that appeared from them. It was
Ow,
called, like,
fucking so.
it was like host something.
What?
there's a file that got created by them, so you might want to double check those.
I never had that happen.
Do you want me to do a virus?
Oh, fuck!
Here, let me do a virus scan on it.
Shaman just murdered himself.
Again?
No, I murdered my balls.
As I said, he murdered himself again.
I was messing with my phone and just flipping it around.
Yeah, and I'm guessing it fell straight on you.
Ow.
Yeah.
Hello.
Huh?
Okay, anyone got any more hot takes we can say, or do you think that is plenty for this video?
Well, okay.
I'd say that's plenty for this video, personally.
Oh.
Power.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Wow.
Bye.
Someone's
All right.
done.
We're just done. It's like, oh, fuck this. This is such a stupid podcast. No one watches it anyways. I don't know why the fuck we're putting effort into this shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's
Because
everyone
we're
who has a
having
YouTube.
fun.
That's everyone who has a YouTube channel. So, like at the very
That's
beginning,
true.
they're like, "I'm getting no views. Why do I even try?"
Why do you even die?
All right. So yeah, if we got nothing else to talk about, I guess that's gonna be the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more videos just like this,
Subscribe to
subscribe
me
to the
or
channel.
else I'll put mother hostage.
If you guys want to support me, Shadow Fazcat, or Power, the links are in the description below to all of our channels.
If you
and
don't, I
Power's
will
game.
come to your house.
Could you stop talking?
Oh, jeez. You just...
Oh, cool. Good to know. We're gonna end this thing in like 10 seconds, so that's fine. So yeah,
This
links will be
is
in the
10 minutes.
Yeah, I know. But yes, that's gonna be it. If you guys want to do all that, go ahead. Also like the video so we can get more people to watch this. It'll help the algorithm slightly. But yeah, so that'll be it. So thanks so much for watching again, and see you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.